Okay, so I need you to imagine this. When you don't pay your electricity bill, they cut your power, right? It's quite simple. But now, what happens when government departments don't pay? Well, in Johannesburg, they are about to cut the lights off. For news definition, this is offensive. Let's get them. Okay, so the City of Johannesburg has started cutting electricity to government departments that have not paid their municipal bills. And the numbers are quite staggering, as government departments owe the city over 1.3 billion in unpaid services, with around 754 million owed to city power and more than 600 million owed to Johannesburg Water. Now, this is part of a broader debt crisis because overall, the city is owed a staggering 71 billion rand by residences, businesses, and institutions. So the city right now is taking action by cutting power, even state facilities. Now, this is not random. The city says that it's enforcing a simple principle that if you don't pay, you do not get any services. And that rule now applies to everyone, including the government. Power has already been cut from public facilities, and attempts were even made to disconnect major state buildings. At the same time, entities like Eskom are also part of the problem, owing hundreds of millions themselves due to complex service arrangements. So now this in itself is not just non-payment. This is a web of debt inside of the government. Now here's a truth that gets kind of uncomfortable, because ordinary citizens get cut off after 30 days of non-payment. But now when you look at the government departments, they've been allowed to accumulate hundreds of millions in debt. So now the real question over here then becomes, are there two systems? Is there a system for the public and a system for the state? Because if government itself does not pay for the city and the city can't collect the revenue, then the people suffer because service delivery will drop, infrastructure will collapse, and the communities will feel it first. So what's the real issue over here? Because this over here is not just about unpaid bills. It's more on accountability. If government institutions can't honor their obligations, then how do you expect the citizens to do so? Because until that question is answered, we're not just dealing with a power cut. We're looking at a system that might be running out of power itself. Okay, so what's the real issue over here? Because this, in my opinion, doesn't just sound like unpaid bills. It's more on accountability. I mean, if government institutions do not honor their obligations, how do you then expect the citizens to do so? Because until that question is answered, we're not just dealing with a power cut. We're looking at a system that might be running out of power.